Okay, good morning. So we're going to start this morning with our gratitude like we do every morning on our stand-ups. And this morning I am grateful for you guys and your commitment to your business and your clients and to your success. You show up every single day and you always show that and are committed to that. So I'm very grateful for your commitment. And Josh, what are you grateful for?
Today I'm going to be grateful for two things. The first one is I've got a listing appointment mid-morning this morning, so business is still moving along, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And it was with someone who had originally chosen a different agent to represent them, but sounds like they're going to give us a shot. So. And then the second thing I'm grateful for is that the weather's finally warming up. We had a cold snap at the beginning of this week, and I'm looking forward to some more sunshine and hopefully breaking the 60s today. And I'm going to tag Matt.
Thanks, Josh. So today I am grateful for a couple of things as well. One is my clients and their trust in me and their commitment to me as their realtor for life, and I value those relationships very, very much. And as Amy said, I am grateful for each and every one of you. Y'all are all rock stars, and I cannot wait to see how this year turns out, because I believe that once we get out from under these stay-at-home orders, that business is going to just burst wide open. So, and I'm excited to do that with y'all. And I'm going to tag Sheila.
Thank you, Matt. I am grateful for all my friends and family that are healthy at this time. And I'm also thankful for all the stories that we're seeing on the news of all the goodness of people, that it's really brought out a lot of good stories. And I'm going to tag Emily.
Thanks, Sheila. I think today I'm grateful for time and for family as well. Just a little bit of extra time, not having to drive somewhere is spent with family, with Everett or, my dad or AJ. So that kind of puts things in perspective a little bit, kind of makes you grateful for time. And so I'm going to choose Lori.
Thanks, Emily. Today I am grateful for my little family and Amazon Fresh, because I found a recipe that I'm going to try tonight and they just delivered it. So pretty happy about that. And I'm looking forward to a productive day today. Got a busy day. And I'm going to pass it on over to John.
Thank you, Lori. The thing that I'm most thankful for today is really caring people that still care about the well-being of others, and definitely the sunshine. Jordan.
Thanks, John. What I'm thankful for is I have a rock solid family and friend network, and I also have quite a bit of business still going on. So business as usual for me. And I will tag Taylor.
Thanks, Jordan. Today I am thankful for health, that myself and my family are healthy. And another thing I'm thankful for is you guys. I always get so much help from you. I can always count on you guys to answer my calls or my text messages when I need something. So I'm thankful for that. Justin.
Thanks, Taylor. So I'm grateful for family and friends, and then also all of you guys in this Zoom every morning at 9 a.m. And then I'm also grateful for the weather today and the sunshine. So.
Awesome. Thank you all. So we are going to interview Josh Kesterson today. Josh joined our team in August of 2018, part-time. Sorry, there was noise. Josh joined our team in August of 2018, part-time, while working a full-time corporate job. He transitioned to real estate full-time, leaving his corporate job at Pepsi in March of 2019 to pursue real estate full-time with our team. In 2019, not even a full year of being full-time, Josh closed $11 million in sales volume with 48 units and just over $300,000 in GCI. So far in 2020, during this pandemic we are facing, Josh has closed 11 deals, has 10 pending transactions, and has 4 active listings. That's 25 pieces of business in a little over 3.5 months, and half of what he closed in 2019. Wow, Josh, you're just really doing great. So the first question I want to ask you is, what is your primary driver of success in 2020 for your year-to-date closed and pending transactions?
There we go. Am I unmuted?
You're good.
Okay. First of all, thanks. I don't think I knew my own stats that well. So when you just read it off all together, that made me feel really good. I appreciate that. The primary driver for me so far this year, it's really a simple thing and probably something that a lot of people do or know about, but they don't say it. But I wanted to say it as you asked me, and it's just quite simply hard work. Today we get caught up in all the latest and greatest fads and the new tools that are available. Leveraging, you see a lot of people talk about that, or working smarter, and all those things are appropriate and they're good tools to use. But for me, there's no way around hard work if you want to be successful. And so I've had that kind of mentality coming out the gate this year. It worked for me last year, and I came out the gate with it that way this year, and it so far has been proven to be successful. So hard work's my biggest driver.
Awesome. What is your biggest benefit you are seeing from being on our team?
That one's an easy one, and that's the contract to close process. A lot of folks don't realize how much paperwork and how many timelines are involved in a real estate transaction, and how much and how difficult it can be if you let one of those timelines get away from you, if you let that paperwork sit, underneath a bunch of files. And having Justin and Emily, as the director of operations and the transaction coordination and doing all of that, it frees me up to spend more time doing what I'm good at, and that's being forward facing with clients. And so it's a priceless thing that you have on the team. It's that contract to close process.
Awesome. How have you grown as a result from being part of a team environment?
Well, my learning curve in real estate has been shortened for sure. As an individual, I was an individual for like a year, I think, before I joined the team. And if you were to compare my year as an individual compared to the first year on the team, I learned about 1,000% more on a team than I ever did individually. So a lot of those, being able to come to you guys and all of the team with, here's what I'm facing, here's an issue, or here's a success, and bouncing ideas and troubleshooting problems and learning those little tricks of the trade to help you help other people has been the direction that I've grown, which has also helped lead into all of that success.
Awesome. So what has made the biggest difference in your level of confidence in the game of real estate? You do a really great job of building relationships with your clients. You don't just go out and treat them as one more deal. You actually build the relationship and get to know the client and take care of their needs. So what has been your level of confidence difference so far?
It's really all of those experiences. I did get into the business of helping people, and so that's always the forefront of my mind when I'm out with someone. I like to look at it from the customer's perspective so that we can make a good informed decision. But having been on the team has driven a lot of volume, whereas, as an individual, I wouldn't have had as many sales as I've had last year or this year. Because of the team support, and having more sales has yielded more experiences, which has allowed me to see different challenges and overcome different obstacles and things like that. And so instead of, on my own, whenever a challenge came, I had to go chase around 5 people and it was really stressful. Now, whenever I'm met with something that I haven't seen before, I'm kind of cool, calm, collected, and can go, you know what? We're going to find out the answer to this because I know 5 or 6 resources that I've got a relationship with that have dealt with this before, and we'll come up with a good game plan for you. And that really, that's a huge difference maker when you're out with a client and something crazy happens, because you've got to keep them calm at the same time as being able to solve their problems and get them moving to the next step.
Perfect. So when you joined our team, we had a lot less people, of course. You were the only agent that joined the team. So when you came onto the team, you came on the team as a buyer specialist, and you were doing such a great job with buyers. Our team structure changed quite a bit since then. We've added more agents, and now our team members are allowed to work with not only buyers, but also listings. So how have you grown as a listing agent on the team this last few months?
I'm a beat the streets guy. So you're right. When I started as a buyer's agent, I was always out there showing houses, and it was a lot of fun. And then I thought, well, this is just great. I don't necessarily need to represent sellers, but when I don't remember when it was, but that first time you took me along on a couple of listing appointments, and then I did my first one on my own, and someone said, yeah, we're going to put our faith in your team. It was really exciting because I got to see the opposite side of what I had been doing for the past, call it 8 months or a year. And it really has made a more well-rounded, made me more well-rounded as an agent, because I get to see both sides of a customer's perspective. And, Gary Keller always preaches create a win-win in every transaction, and knowing how a buyer thinks and how a seller thinks allows me to go into a negotiation and really help those folks create that win-win.
Awesome. What do you think your biggest challenge is that you're facing today with what we're dealing with right now in the world?
Well, outside of the obvious, we're dealing with the coronavirus stuff. I think we all know about that, so I won't harp on that one. But when we were at family reunion this year, and I went to a breakout session, there was a MAPS coach, and I wish I could give him credit, but I didn't know his name. Otherwise, I would. But he said something that I wrote down, and it stuck with me, and that's that people are content rich and poor on knowledge. And that just hit me really hard, because as I go around and talk with people and meet them, there is all kinds of information on the internet. There is all kinds of content for the customer to go read about or strategize about or whatever. But really, they read all of these things, and it's sometimes it's not applicable to their situation, or it's kind of like putting a square peg in a round hole. And so I took that as a realtor, it's literally our duty to educate the consumer and the customer on making the best decisions for them to meet their goals. And so my first question with people is always, what is your goal? Because that's how I'm gonna advise you. That's how I'm gonna educate you and help you, because I want you to understand what you're doing. And I think today, especially right now, in light of everything that's going on, the most important thing, the biggest challenge is helping people overcome maybe what they read on the internet or have learned from a resource that may not be credible, and that's given them the education to go out there and meet their real estate goals and win.
Awesome. Thank you, Josh. That is all I have, and we appreciate you, and we're lucky to have you on the team. You're a great resource for everyone, and I want to open it up to our team. If anybody has any questions for Josh that y'all would like to ask him, I'm going to unmute everybody now. So does anybody have any questions?
Are y'all gonna let me off easy?
It sounds like it. So Josh, I do have a question. So what do you do to refocus? We all have days that don't go as we plan, right? I mean, we can have our schedule written out. We have this and that we intend to participate in or attend. And we have a transaction get in the way, or we have this, that, or the other. What do you do to get back on track?
Well, the biggest thing for me when I lose focus, it really is understanding why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because a lot of times, if you have that big why, and you know why you're doing it, and you get sidetracked and you recognize it, and then you can tell yourself, hey, you know, I need to get back on track, because if I'm going to meet this goal, because this is why I want to do this. For me, my big why is my daughter. So anytime that I find myself slipping or sleeping in, or, you know, missing making a call or something like that, I go, how is this going to impact Wimberley down the line? And it's really easy to correct, knowing that she's the one that's going to benefit from all of this. But that's what I would tell you is, if you get sidetracked and you don't have a big why, you need to find one ASAP, because that'll keep you in line. And it's okay to get sidetracked too. We're human, it happens. But just have yourself a big why to get back in line, because that's what's going to keep you going forward.
There you go.
That was a good one, Matt. I like that question.
I have one now. So what advice would you give a new agent that is just getting their license to be successful and grow their business? What advice would you give them starting out?
Focus on very simple activities that you can do that are business drivers. The follow-ups with customers are a big deal. If you're not following up, you're never going to get any business. Doing what you say you're going to do is a big deal. You know, when I started out in real estate, I was kind of the opinion that I was going to do this on my own, and that I was going to be my own business owner. And, you know, quote unquote, I wasn't working for the man anymore. When I joined the team, I learned so much more, because there's so many systems and processes that I would have otherwise had to develop on my own. And it skyrocketed my success. So really, a rookie agent, you can join a team, you know, tomorrow, if you've got some good hard work in your blood, and be successful. And so that might be what I kind of tell people is, hey, out the gate, join a team and get some knowledge and learn and grow with that, because that's what's going to skyrocket people. And you guys know that so many people get into real estate and they're non-successful after the first year. And that's because they didn't do very much business. So just doing simple things. Think about considering joining a team, and don't forget you gotta work hard no matter what.
Yeah. Awesome. Anybody else? Great. Thank you.